It is time for Law or Nah, where we have local legal experts help answer your questions about the law.
And we have just the friends to help us do that. Donnie and Ken from the Advocates Law Firm. Hi, friends.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay, what are the most common cases that y'all help your clients with?
Oh, there's lots, but I think most common is probably auto crashes where people have been hurt. But we also help with products liability cases, some medical malpractice. I think we've got a couple of dog bite cases.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, anything where somebody was hurt and somebody else was at fault.
Oh, a good mix there. Okay, so let's dive into these questions then, okay? We got some good ones for you. So first up, we have this person who wrote in and says, I got a job as a dishwasher a month ago, and I was told that I would start out at $10 an hour, but then I looked at my first pay stub, and I'm getting $9.50 an hour. My friend got the job here doing the exact same thing, but he is starting at $10.50 an hour, and I feel like it's because he's the manager's stepbrother. Is this a legal thing to do? I'm going to ask about it when I go to work on Saturday, but I'm just honestly curious.
Bummer.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Ken touch on the legal jargon because he's the attorney of the two of us, but I did do my time in HR, did my stint. So I do know a couple of things. I would say law and nah. So,
okay.
Yeah, so both on this one. So you have to be, if you agree with your employer to be paid a certain amount, yes, you have to be paid that amount. They can't pay you less than that, especially if you've already worked the hours. So to me, this seems like it's probably just a clerical error. Like maybe the HR manager and the hiring manager just like didn't communicate effectively. So I think the HR person could probably just fix it in their system, and then they could retroactively pay you for the amount that they didn't.
Okay.
The other piece is it's probably fine for them to pay their stepbrother the amount that they want to pay them, unless they're paying you less for discriminatory reasons. Like they have the right to pay people what they want to pay them.
Okay.
Yeah.
My only concern is, okay, so you're going to bring somebody on because they're family and then pay them 50 cents more an hour, especially if you're taking it from someone else. That's not much love.
Right.
However, the important thing is, yeah, your employer can change your pay rate going forward. They can give you a raise. They can also give you a pay cut, but they can't make it retroactive on pay cuts. And then the other thing I'm a little worried about is if this happened in Washington minimum wage is more than $15 an hour, and it's more than 18 in Seattle. So there might be bigger problems.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about this next question. So another person wrote, is it possible to take someone to court for cheating? I'm not going to get into details, but I wish they would. But I'm in a relationship that hasn't reached the marriage stage yet. Can one sue the partner for emotional damage or something like that because they cheated?
Oh boy. Two thoughts here. Again, Ken can touch on the legal, boring stuff.
It's very important.
Very important. But first, blessing in disguise.
Totally.
Right?
Right.
If they were going to cheat on you before marriage, they were probably going to cheat on you after marriage. And then if after marriage, there's a bunch of legal, logistics, paperwork, stuff that has to be sorted. So that's one part. The second part is emotional distress. So if you're suing them because you were emotionally disturbed because they cheated on you, I'm assuming that filing a lawsuit against them is just going to cause you more emotional distress, so that might not be your best answer.
Okay.
In some states, there used to be a cause of action called alienation of affections, which, so if your boyfriend cheats on you with your best friend, you can't sue your boyfriend, but you could sue your best friend. And so that exists still in a few states, but not Washington, not for a long time. But I'm with Donnie. It's like, okay, yeah, move on. It's just going pain shopping to sue somebody.
Pain shopping.
Pain shopping.
Oh my God.
Or if it's really bad, you could spend the money to see a therapist, but you don't want that person in your life.
That's your answer.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Okay. We have one more question here, so let's get into it. This person wrote, I rented an apartment and the lease agreement stated that the landlord would provide pest control services. However, the apartment is infested with pests, and despite numerous complaints, they haven't taken any action. Can I sue the landlord for breach of contract and the inconvenience that is caused by the infestation?
So there is a duty in Washington, if you're a landlord, you have to, if you're going to rent a house or an apartment to somebody, it has to be livable. They call it the warranty of habitability. And so if you make a complaint that it's not, the landlord has a certain period of time to fix it, or you can just walk away from the lease, get your deposit back, less any damage you did, blah, blah, blah. But it depends on what type of unlivable is it. If it's life-threatening, like maybe, they didn't say what kind of pest, but if these are like hobo spiders, they're going to kill you. It's like, no, you get out immediately, and they have 1 day to fix it. If it's like most pests, they'd probably have a week or so to fix it, and then you're out.
Okay.
Interesting.
Do you feel like certain insects are treated more seriously? Like obviously the life-threatening ones. What about like spiders versus roaches versus ants, which are just kind of gross?
Yeah. I'm not sure. This question makes me think about my tolerance for pests.
Right.
Since living in the PNW, it has gone up.
Oh, it was spider season. Hello.
It's spider season.
Don't get her started on spiders. We're not fans around
We're
here.
not fans. Not when they're this big.
I know. I mean, I'm from LA, so
Yeah.
like coming to the PNW, I was like, why am I walking into webs?
Yeah.
At every corner.
Yeah.
During this period of time.
And turning back to the question, I know in some states people will withhold rent until the problem has been fixed. Is that ever a good idea?
It's probably better to be communicating with the landlord, especially what if it's bed bugs? Are you staying
right.
there and just withholding rent? No. Let's get the problem solved.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Donnie and Ken from the Advocates, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks
Thank
for having
you.
us.
Yeah, it's so interesting. And don't forget, you can submit your legal questions to us on social media. We really like when you do that.
Yeah.
You can find us on any platform at Studio 13 on Fox.